The first date I was at the Old Chastity was April the 13th. I was in for stomach pain. At some point, I remember in the conversation that they were closing that night and everybody was going to be rerouted. And they said, you can either go to Gainesville or you can go to Habersham. My name is Lori Hoffman and I'm from Dahlonega, Georgia. I didn't want my husband to have to make that drive, so we opted to go home. My husband and my mom and my sister are all under my care also, so I needed to be close to home. I just didn't have comfort in traveling all the way to Gainesville and then him having to come home at night. Dahlonega just seemed the place for me to be. On Monday the 15th of April, I was still not feeling very well, so I opted to come to the new hospital. It was relatively quiet because it was the first day the hospital was opening. I was ushered right in after they took my name and my insurance information. The care that was given, the doctors, the attention, the facility was beautiful. I was so happy to be in a comfortable place and be close to home. The final determination for me was to have my gallbladder removed. As they wheeled me through the corridor from the emergency room into one of the medical suites, I was the first person to come down that corridor, and as we rounded the corner and I'm laying on the gurney, there's a row of like a nurse's station and everybody was sitting at their computer, and as I rounded the corner, they all stood up and applauded. It was so funny because they were glad for their first patient to be there. And the procedure I don't think lasted 45 minutes to an hour. I didn't go home that night. I went home the following morning because of anesthesia. But I got to have my first meal. They had the best shrimp and grits I have ever had. So kudos to the chef, she was a dream. While I was in one of the days, Mr. Matson, the president here at this hospital, came in and saw me and he handed me a candy bar. And when he handed it to me, I recognized the wrapper on the outside of the candy bar, and it was from Paul Thomas Chocolates, which is what we founded back in 2006. I was just amazed that this little small community stayed so tightly grouped together. I got one, I actually still have it. I still have the wrapper, haven't eaten it. Everybody was just so kind in the 3 days I was here. Housekeeping, the staff, and being a small community, it was nice not to be in an overwhelming big hospital, to have to find your way around. It was a very doable, comfortable experience. So I would highly recommend coming to Northeast Georgia, Lumpkin County.